Good morning children, how are you? I hope you are fine at home and you are doing the works regularly, homeworks regularly. In last class, what we have to discuss children? So, lesson 8, we have learnt about the lesson 8, hail, wind and cyclone. We have discussed about them and we gave assignments also. So, maybe I hope you have written that work completely. Now, enter into the new lesson name is reflection of light. What is the reflection of light? What is meant by reflection? Now we have to discuss. So, in last class, in previous classes, we have to discuss about the shadows of the light. How they form. How is it that shadows are different from object to objects? In previous classes, we have to learn about them. Now, discuss about the reflection of light. So, how it forms? What is meant by reflection? For example, you can stand before the mirror. What will be formed inside of the mirror? The image will be formed inside of the mirror. How it forms? Due to the reflection of light only. That means, when the light falls on any object, for example, in this case, we took the mirror. So, that mirror reflected from the objects. The reflection of light coming from the object again. Then, if the reflection of light we can see by using our eyes only, then we can see those objects very clearly. Due to this reflection of light only, we are looking so many objects in our room or anywhere. So, by using of this reflection of light only, we saw so many objects. Understood? So, but in dark light, in dark room, can you see this type of will you see any type of objects in dark light? Is it possible? No, we can't see, because in darkness of the room, we can't see, there is no presence of the light. That's why. So, without light, we can't see any object, because there is no reflection of light in dark room. That's why about the topic name is when will you be able to see clear images of yourself in a plain mirror? So, when will you see clear image inside of plain mirror? That means inside of mirror, when will you see clear image? So, by doing of experiments, we will explain about this. Let us do activity 1. Let us do activity 1. Take a torch and mirror. So, in first case, observe the look at the textbook. Look at the textbook. How is she? So, take a torchlight and mirror and point a torch towards the mirror. Then you have to observe an image inside of the mirror. How it forms in first case. In first case. So, once again I am repeating. Take a torchlight and mirror and point a torch towards the mirror and observe the mirror image inside the mirror. How it forms. Is it clear image? See in first case. And next, let us do activity 2. Same torchlight and same mirror. Now, turn the torchlight towards your face. Turn the torchlight towards your face and observe and mirror inside of the mirror. So, observe the image inside of the mirror, how it forms. So, in two cases, activity 1 and activity 2. In two cases, which image forms clear? which image forms clear? In second case only, the image forms activities what we observe. So in first case of activity, we observe the dim image inside of the mirror. In second case, we observe the clear image inside of the mirror. So from these two activities what you observe, that means the reflect of light is different from place to place. Different from place to place. Next. So in the morning time, observing in your room, so we are able to see all types of objects in our room. But there is no sunlight. How is it possible to see the objects, all types of the objects? How is it possible? Think once again. Because of this sunlight, sun rays are fall on the terrace, on the ceiling of the room, on the walls, on the floor. That light must be reflected. That light must be reflected on objects. Then this reflection of light, falls on our eyes. Then we can see an object clearly. In this way, we can observe all types of the objects inside of the room without presence of sunlight. Once again I am repeating. So in a room, all types of the objects we can see. How is it possible? Due to this reflection of light only, sunlight only, that is possible. At starting, the sun gives the rays. The sun rays fall on ceiling of the room and on the walls and on the floor. This sun rays falls on plane objects, surface on the plane objects, and that gives reflection of light. That reflection of light falls on our eyes. Then we can see those type of objects very. In this way, the sun rays fall on the ceiling of the room and on the wall, inside of the floor of room. These rays must be reflected. This reflection of light we can see falls on our eyes. Then only we can see the objects clearly. So without presence of sunlight directly inside of the room, we can able to see all types of the objects. So in the night time, same room, will you see all types of the objects clearly without presence of any light? No children, that is not possible, because there is no presence of the sunlight or tube light. Without light, we can't able to see any objects clearly. From these experiments, from these examples, what you understood? So without presence of light, we can't see any image of objects clearly. Understood? Next, we have to discuss about how light reflects after striking an object. Striking means dash on an object. How the rays of light forms. So by doing of experiment, we will discuss. Let us do activity. Let us do activity 2. Take a mirror strip. Take a mirror strip and black paper. Black paper. This is the mirror strip. Mirror strip and black paper. This cover the black paper on the mirror strip like this. Then this mirror strip changes as black in color. Look at the textbook. You have to cover it like this. So look at this picture. This is the mirror strip and this is the black paper. Cover black paper. Cover the mirror with black paper just like this and make a slit on the mirror strip just like this. Look at the textbook and make a figure to be like this. On this mirror strip, hold the mirror strip with the slit facing the sun as shown in the figure 2C. From this, what observe? After some time, the light falls on a sheet of paper spread on the ground and gives the light ray from the slit. That means the path of the light in the straight line. This is called the ray of light. This is called the ray of light. Light coming from a slit. So, or you take any other hole also on the slit. That will be looks like a ray of light. I am repeating. Take a mirror strip and black paper and this cover the mirror strip with the black paper like this and hold a mirror strip. Make a slit on a mirror strip and hold the mirror strip on facing to the sun like this. Then after some time it gives a light. It gives the light ray that is in straight line in position. That is called the ray of light. That is called the ray of light. From this experiment, what you understand? The sun light gives the rays of light. The sunlight gives the rays of light. That is, the path of the light is straight line. The path of the ray of light is called the incident ray. What do you say? Incident ray. The ray of light is called incident ray. From this experiment, what you understand? The sunlight gives the ray of light. That is, the path of the ray of light in straight in position. This is called the incident ray. Next we will discuss about, let us observe how light, that means ray of light reflects. How the ray of light reflects. Take a black paper and cover the mirror strip with the black paper. After make a small slit on a mirror. This mirror strip hold on a white paper on the right side of the white paper. And keep a plain mirror on left side of the page. ray. Another ray. Another ray to the mirror strip, because this mirror strip gives the ray of light. This ray of light again coming back to the mirror strip. So this type of ray is called the ray of light. The first ray of light is called the incident ray. What do you say? Incident ray. And again coming back to the ray, that is called the reflection of reflect. Take a mirror strip and cover with black, this mirror strip covered with the black paper, and hold it under the sunlight. Take another mirror on left side of the white paper. So this arrangement keep on a white paper. Now this sunlight falls on this mirror strip, then it gives a ray of light, that is called the incident ray. After some time, this incident ray coming back and gives another ray, that is called the reflected ray. So from this experiment, what you observe? The ray of light gives reflection. The ray of light gives reflection. So that's why the first ray is called the incident ray, and this incident ray again gives reflection. This reflection of ray is called the reflected ray. What you understood? Light changes its direction when it is obstructed by any object. That means striking the sunlight, striking on any object, it gives the ray. That is called this phenomenon is called the reflection. This phenomenon is called the reflection. Light changes its direction when it is obstructed by any object. So obstructed, then it gives this phenomenon is called the reflection. And this ray of light falling on the mirror, the ray of light falling on the mirror, that is called the incident ray. Already I told you, this ray is called the incident ray. This ray is called the incident ray. That ray, the ray returning back from the mirror is called the reflected ray. That means that ray reflected back again, returning back again. That's why that is called the reflected. Laws of reflection. Laws of reflection. Take a white paper. On this paper, you have to draw a line. You have to draw a line. Draw another line to perpendicular to the above line. Perpendicular to the first line. And make an angle between them is right angle. The right angle makes between the two lines. Note it as 90 degrees between them. And the first line, let it be AC. The first line, take as a AC. And this line, keep B. Let the point be the middle of the point. The midpoint of AC is B. Let it be B. Now, draw another two lines making an angle 30 degrees on the right side. In the same way, on left side also draw another two lines, making an angle 30 degrees and 60 degrees. Let it be. Let these lines are 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, I am repeating. Take a straight line. Let it be AC line. Draw a straight line, AC. Draw another line between the AC, making an angle 90 degrees. That means right angle. Those lines must be perpendicular to each other and making an angle 90 degrees between them. And draw another two lines on the right side of the perpendicular line, making an angle continuously 30 degrees and 60 degrees between them. In the same manner, on the left side also draw another two lines, making an angle 30 degrees and 60 degrees between them. Now, let these lines are 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, keep a mirror above the. So, let this line, middle of the line, is called the normal. Here, OB is called the normal line. What do you say? This line is called normal line. Take a mirror strip, plain mirror, keep on above of the paper. Keep a mirror, plain mirror, on the above of the paper. Now, in previous experiments, what we did? So, at the same type of mirror strip must be arranged on the line, on right side of the line 4. Then what will become? The incident ray must be come from the mirror strip. After some time, this incident ray falls on the mirror and reflected and gives the another ray on the left side of the mirror and making an angle 60 degrees. What is that? 60 degrees. Here we take an angle between the normal and the incident ray. What is that angle? 60 degrees. So, here the angle between the normal and the incident ray is called the angle between normal line and the incident ray is called angle of incident. What do you say? Angle of incident. Angle of incident. So, at starting what we did, this mirror strip, keep on the line, keep on the straight line, focus on the mirror under the sunlight or torchlight. Then what will become? Returning back and gives a ray. That is called the reflected ray and gives falls on the straight line 1. So, the angle between normal and reflected ray is called the angle of reflection. What do you say? The angle of reflection. The angle between normal line normal line. The angle between normal line and reflected ray is called angle of reflection. Angle of reflection. Note it as R. This one angle of incident I. So from this experiment, what you understand here? Angle of incident is equal to angle of incident equal to angle of reflected. In the same manner, we keep that mirror strip here. That ray passes through the normal and gives reflected ray again. So then it forms angle of incident equal to angle of reflection. So in the same manner, the mirror strip keep on zero line. Then it gives a straight line and again reflect back. That means the angle of incident comes back again. So and noted as 0. That's why both are equal to 0. Angle of incident equal to angle of reflection equal to 0. At the point 0. Understood? So from this experiment, what you understand? Angle of incident equal to angle of incident equal to angle of reflection. Angle of reflection. Once again I am repeating. Take a straight line, let it be AC and draw a perpendicular line and note it. Let it be B point, making an angle 90 degrees between these two lines. Draw another two lines on the right side of the AC line. Let it be 3, 4 on left side. Draw another two lines. Let it be 1, 2 straight lines. At middle of the line, perpendicular. Take it as B0, that is OB, that is called the normal line. That is called the normal line. Now, in the previous experiment, what we will take same arrangement of the mirror strip and keep on the line 4. Then it gives the line of incident ray, and after some this incident ray falls on mirror, again it gives the reflected ray and passes through the line 1. From this experiment, what you understand from this? What you understand? Angle of incident, the angle between normal line and incident ray is called the angle of incidence. This again the angle between normal line and reflected ray is called the angle of reflection. From this, what you understood? The angle of incident equal to angle of incident equal to angle of reflection. In the same manner, we have to keep the mirror strip on 3. In the same way, that will become angle of incident equal to angle of reflection. Then afterwards, keep same mirror on the point 0. Then in this case, the angle of reflection goes upward and again reflected. That means the angle of incident ray must be equal to angle of reflection. That in the both cases, both are equal to together. And our experiment, what you understand means some definitions of lines and also the law of reflection we discussed. So the perpendicular line is called the normal. normal. The angle between normal and the incident ray is called the angle of incidence. It is denoted with the I, angle I. And next, the angle between normal and the reflected ray is called the angle of reflection. The angle between normal and the reflected ray is called the angle of reflection and denoted with R. And next, law of reflection. From the above experiment, what was understood means angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection on a plain mirror on a white paper. That is also plain, no? That's why. The angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. This is the law. Up to here, you have resolved the lesson. I hope you understood the lesson maybe. By based on that, I am giving assignment. First question. Define reflection, angle of incidence, and the angle of reflection. Angle of reflection. Second question. What is the law of reflection? What is the law of reflection?